Thank you for joining ABGA's fourth Startup Showcase on June 28th. And yes, let us begin. Dear members, friends, and guests, good afternoon, and thank you for joining our ABGA Startup Showcase today. I'm Chloe from ABGA, and it's my pleasure to be your host today. Some of you may already know and be familiar with ABGA, but others may not. First, let me briefly introduce ABGA and today's event. ABGA stands for Asia Blockchain Gaming Alliance, a non-profit organization dedicated to helping the further development of the blockchain gaming industries. To fulfill our vision, we continuously expand our meta ecosystem, generate industry analytical reports, and host various online and offline events. Starting from March, we upgraded the previous matchmaking meeting, which only opens for our members, into the ABGA Startup Showcase. So more exciting teams can have the opportunity to show their great project. We will host the event once a month and invite 10 exciting teams every session to present during the event and help them make more connections within industries. Today, we will have 10 projects. The first is Elite XP, Chase of Stars, Symphony, TableMasters, Quurk, Arena of Faith, Petobots, BitArcade, Komoverse, and Substance Exchange. The 10 projects join us, and I will share today's showcase deal flows in our chat room, so please beware of it. All of them are exciting teams from the sector or blockchain game, NFT, and Metaverse. Each of them will have 15 minutes to introduce more about their projects. We will also record today's event and upload onto ABGA YouTube channels for everyone to refer to. So let's look forward to their presentations. By the way, if you are interested in connecting with these teams, whether for investment or other forms of partnerships, do not hesitate to contact anyone from ABGA or just scan the code on my background here and leave your message. Our team will help with the connection after our showcase. Thank you. And now I would like to announce that our Startup Showcase officially begins. And let's welcome our first team, Justin Wang from Elite XP, to give the presentation. Before his presentations, I will have a brief introduction about Elite XP. Elite XP is a web star checking and analytics platform combined with daily tournaments to enable traditional gamers to earn based on their in-game performance of their favorite Web 2 and Web 3 games. Hello, Justin. You can start your presentation now.
Hi, thank you. I'm just going to try and share my screen. Can you guys see my screen okay?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, awesome. So, hey everyone, my name is Justin. I'm the CEO of Elite XP, and we're looking to bridge the gap, bridge traditional gamers and bring them into Web3. So really with the rise of play-to-earn games, gamers have now realized that they really want to be able to earn while spending countless hours playing the games that they love. However, currently, there is no way for gamers to be financially rewarded while playing traditional games such as League of Legends or Fortnite. And what's really interesting is that even at their peak, Web3 games only had a fraction of the user base compared to games like Fortnite and League of Legends. And this is kind of because of the general narrative that some of these games can be considered not as fun, lack features, and are potentially unsustainable. Gamers want to be able to be financially rewarded and be able to choose the games that they want to play. So the question that our team asked ourselves was, what if there was a way to bring play-to-earn Web3 functionality and bring it to the millions of traditional gamers, to the 25 million daily active users of Fortnite, the 10 million daily active users of League of Legends, and more. So that's exactly what we're trying to do with Elite XP. We are a stat tracking and analytics platform combined with daily tournaments for gamers to play their favorite games and be financially rewarded based on their in-game performance. So we're aiming to create a mainstream gaming experience where there's Web3 technology, but gamers don't really feel like they require a vast knowledge of crypto or blockchain to play. So all they would need to do is connect their in-game account to their favorite game, whether that's League of Legends, Fortnite, Steam, or more, to the Elite XP platform. And then all they would need to do is play their favorite game like they normally would and earn points based on their in-game performance. And analyze. They'll also be able to analyze their opponents using our stat tracker. So then they'll be able to head to their own profile and collect their earnings. So users will also be able to wager and compete against other players in our daily tournaments and use our XP token as the entry fee. So essentially, XP from gamers would be pulled together to create a total prize pool. And also within the tournament, users will also be able to play using one of our XP NFTs, which enables them to unlock personalized missions based on their own specific play style that they can use to earn additional XP. For example, more of a damage earning player would get a mission like get 5 kills in your next game, whereas a support player may get heal 1,000 damage to earn XP. So how we actually make money is through hosting daily tournaments for gamers to wager against each other, and we would take 5% of the total prize pool for each tournament run on the platform. So we also plan to introduce advertising revenue, but not just through digital ads, but through sponsorships and collaborations with gaming hardware companies like Logitech, and integrating with smaller indie game publishers as well to gain access to our wide network of casual and competitive gamers. So currently, the largest League of Legends stat tracker in Korea, OP.GG, generates $60 million annually on digital ads alone. And we believe that we can bring users over to our platform, as we will be financially rewarding players and have access to more games. So as we go to scale platform fees, such as repairing NFTs, I guess on-ramp crypto, as well as selling your controllers. So we also have 8 games available on the Elite XP platform due to API access that have a combined 45 million daily active users. These are the people who we're targeting because they love the game so much that they're playing every single day. Can you see my screen okay?
Yes, okay.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, like I was mentioning, we already have 8 games available on the Elite XP platform, right? Due to having player API access that has a combined over 45 million daily active users on the games we have available. And these are the games we're targeting because these are the players that play every single day without any type of financial incentives. So the average annual wager on a few competitive platforms is approximately $500. But if we just take 5% of the annual wagers, this is already $1 billion opportunity. But as we continue to progress, this could be a multi-billion-dollar opportunity as we plan to develop a downloadable desktop and mobile app to scan player data for other popular games like PUBG Mobile, Mobile Legends, and more. So currently, the total supply of XP is 3 billion tokens, unlocked in accordance to a predetermined 60-month schedule, starting from our public sale. And the utility of the XP token goes as follows. So users will be able to breed, repair, and upgrade their NFT boosters, wager in our daily tournaments, stake to claim yield and other tangible in-game prizes via auctions, raffles, or general sale. They'll also be able to vote and have governance on what prizes we offer, as well as platform direction, as well as revenue sharing, as we're allocating a percentage of our profits to a buyback and revenue sharing program. So over the last 2 months, we gained a combined 50,000 members across our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord channels. And we also launched a small beta back in January with over 1,000 active users. We're also working on establishing partnerships with some of thanks. Yeah, I guess we're also working on establishing partnerships with some of the largest pro esports teams in the world, not only to reward gamers but for their own in-game performance, but reward gamers based on their knowledge of the pro scene as well. So this is a little bit about our team. It's a pretty diverse group of founders. Currently, I'm the CEO. I lead the direction of the company, experience in community building, digital marketing, and project management. Arjun's our CTO, and he develops and implements all of our platform's features. And Aparna's our COO, along with providing strategic guidance. She's also a lawyer, both in Canada and California, and she uses her legal expertise to help us navigate international legal regulations. So the best part is that we're already experienced esports and gaming tech founders. Our team previously built XP Fantasy, which was a daily fantasy esports platform for fans worldwide, which had over 5,000 registered users. We ranked 7th on the Korean App Store, and our startup placed top 10 in one of the largest international startup competitions in Asia. So we're currently looking to raise $1.5 million and have 200,000 committed so far. The funds will mainly be used for hiring more personnel and marketing to help scale the product. But if there's really one thing to take away from this pitch, it's that there's really a gap between the traditional and Web3 gaming market. We want to help bridge the millions of Web2 users and introduce them to the Web3 space. This is a multi-billion-dollar opportunity with crypto adoption up almost over 1,000% over last year. So help us bring play-to-earn functionality to all existing popular games. Thank you.
Thank you for Elite App CEO Justin Wang, and it's very excellent presentation. So,
Thank you.
Yes, and because of the time constraint, we didn't set a QA session today. And if you want to connect with the team, ask the question and talk about more details, please contact our colleague from ABGA or scan code on my background for help and connections. And also, I've shared deal flows about today's camp projects in our chat room. You can check it and have a rough acknowledge about today's projects. Also, let's welcome our next team. Our next teams will be Chess of Stars. Chess of Stars is Chess of Stars is an auto chess electronic sport games development based on Web3's technology. It can be purchased through stablecoins from various public chains, and NFTs can be used to participate in battles for wealth. Benny, Operation Director of Chess of Stars, will give our more details about the project. Hi, Benny. Hello, I can't hear you. Anyone can hear his voice? Sorry, Chess of Stars. Maybe you have to reconnect. We can't hear your sound.
Hello, can you hear my voice?
Yes, I hear now.
Okay, I'm so sorry. There is something wrong with my phone. Hello, everyone. I'm Benny from the Chess of Star project. Today, I'm here to introduce the C-round financial roadshow of our Chess of Star Web3 esports game project. Let's take a look at the main advantages of Chess of Stars. Chess of Stars has 3 main advantages. Firstly, it has strong gameplay with features common to Web2 games, providing the possibility of sustainable development for the project. The gameplay advantage, the adoption of esports mode makes the project highly competitive and conducive to creating a good community atmosphere. Innovative competition modes and revenue mechanisms also give players a sense of ownership, and significant game revenue opportunities. Thirdly, Chess of Stars has the characteristics of Web3 game technology, making it an open game economy ecosystem dominated by decentralization, anti-trading, and community interaction. Here is the global traditional gaming market analysis. In recent years, the global gaming market has developed rapidly, with the number of global gamers reaching 3.2 billion by 2020. The Asia-Pacific region alone accounts for 55% of the market share. The total global game market consumption reached $184.4 billion, with the Asia-Pacific region contributing $87.9 billion, the South American region contributing $48.4 billion, and the European region contributing $32.9 billion US dollars. In terms of terminal consumption, mobile consumption accounted for the largest proportion, reaching $103.5 billion US dollars, followed by console consumption, which reached $15.9 billion US dollars. Consumption data accounted for more than 75% of the entire market. Overall, the global mobile gaming marketing has grown rapidly and become an important part of the gaming industry. More and more players are participating in games through their mobile phones and mobile devices. At the same time, esports and online gaming have also emerged as new and promising areas in the gaming market. Therefore, in the development of Chess of Stars, we will strive to gain a larger market share in both the PC and mobile gaming sectors. We will also attract the traditional users of auto chess, which has already been downloaded billions of times to our game. Here are the advantages of Chess of Stars as a Web3 auto chess game. Through an 8-dimensional analysis of Web2 and Web3 game projects, we have identified the advantages of Chess of Stars project. Compared to most game modes, Chess of Stars has advantages of being inflation-proof, cross-platform, freely monetizable, and capable of supporting multiple chains. In comparison to similar games, Chess of Stars stands out with its unique characteristics of self-owned assets, no inflation, multi-platform support, monetization, and multi-chain functionality that are unparalleled in traditional Web2 projects. Moreover, when compared with other blockchain games, Chess of Stars has a more sustainable and healthy model, rich game elements, and the potential to become a highly quality chain game project with its excellent play-to-earn feature. Let's take a look at the operation logic and the characteristics of Chess of Stars game. As an auto chess game, Chess of Stars emphasized esports and multiple strategy modes, allowing players to experience a variety of real-time battle gameplay. The game not only attracts Web3 players, but also provides a comprehensive solution for Web2 players to participate in blockchain gaming, making it easy for them to enter the world of Chess of Stars. The game offers immutable game fairness, avoiding the problem of asset depreciation for players by linking point to stable coins and gaming features. The game ensures stable and reliable player income. The game also features a practice battle and mining mode called Starlight League, which uses rewards to drive players to learn Web3 operations and complete identity upgrades. Moreover, Chess of Stars has established the governance token COSD, which allows game project contributors to hold and also rewards COSD holders with net game profits. Allowing them to participate in project's governance and voting features, the game also provides a multiplayer PvP mode where the winner shares points, and a variety of esports events provide players with a rewarding experience. Game recharge and blind box purchases are directly calculated through U-based accounting and exchanged with in-game points at a ratio of 1:100, providing players with a convenient way to top up and withdraw funds. Our program has strong scalability and can simultaneously serve both Web2 and Web3 users, and it can be expanded to any traditional public chain and ecosystem, using a rich customer base to develop more commercialized profit-making methods in the future. Most importantly, we also provide a club mode, allowing important nodes such as cores, guilds, and channels to independently organize various competitions, improving the game's self-operation and strengthening community interaction and enhancing battle skills and user stickiness through experience change. Our game provides a comprehensive Web3 game mode solution for the ecosystem's native players, allowing players to enjoy a rich and diverse gaming experience while also providing them with more income and investment opportunities. Here are the game rules. Chess of Stars is an auto chess game in which 8 players compete against each other in individual battles. Players recruit heroes, improve their battle power, and deploy their troops to become the winner on the battlefield. In addition, the game also includes more exciting content such as the Bonding League mode, the Gold League mode, and the Guild Challenge. The Points League is the most basic form of competition where each game consumers a fixed NFT opportunity and points. The top 3 players in the Points League receive high points rewards. The Bonding League is the most intense form of competition where players pay for different levels of Bonding League points and blind box opportunities to participate in battles. And the number of players in each game is increased to 256. The top 32 players are rewarded based on the ranking of the prize pool, and the estimated reward for the top 32 players ranges from 2 to 20 of the investment in the game. Overall, the game tournament system for Chess of Stars is designed to provide the players with various competitive game modes with different levels of rewards and challenges to meet the needs of different players. And the Chess of Stars League section for areas planning, Chess of Stars has a multi-level tournament system based on the different levels of technology. Players can participate in various tournaments according to their skills and abilities, from the beginner Starlight League to the intermediate Point League, Bonding League, and ultimately the Gold Grand Prix. In addition, the game also provides a highly customizable club mode for players, allowing the game environment and community to operate in a self-driven way without official intervention. Furthermore, we embrace the Web3 environment and create new driving forces for other ecosystems through commercial leagues and sponsored broadcasts. This comprehensive planning for Chess of Stars League section ensures that players will have a diverse and exciting tournament experience. Next, the economical overview of Chess of Stars. The economic structure of Chess of Stars is divided into 3 layers. Number 1, COSD governance token layer. This layer allows for staking profits, staking rights, project governance, and equity representation, project valuation, and other major functions. Number 2, USDT stablecoin layer. This layer enabled the purchase of NFTs and the recharge and redemption of points. And number 3, game asset layer. This layer includes 4 parts, including points from blind boxes and NFTs, point exchange with USDT, Starlight League points, and in-game NFT skins exchange with Starlight points. By utilizing the stable coin layer and game mechanics reasonably, the inflation risk is controlled to 0. Meanwhile, the rise and fall of the governance token layer are adjusted according to the actual project profits and staking mechanism. Any explosive growth in players can provide upward momentum for the project, rather than a death spiral. This is one of the biggest advantages of our project. Due to the real-time interaction required by the electronic sports nature of the game, the architecture of Chess of Stars employs a 3-layer architecture design consisting of front-end devices, mid-tier servers, and back-end train services. This design satisfied both the need for game data interaction and the requirement for data on the chain. Moreover, the architecture implements multi-level validation of critical data, utilizing an access interaction layer, a blockchain service layer, and a basic infrastructure layer to achieve complete, secure, and efficient data interaction. This is an exciting business model created by Chess of Stars, a Web3-based auto chess game that incorporates esports. Firstly, let's take a look at the value that this game provides to C-end customers. As an esports game, Chess of Stars will offer various rewards for competitions, airdrops, and grand prizes, providing players with a diverse opportunity to profit and enjoy the excitement and fun of the game while also earning substantial returns. Secondly, as a cooperation opportunity for B-end customers, such as coins, guilds, and channels within the Web3 ecosystem, They can use the game's IP and competition scenes to promote our game brand and competitions, driving traffic to the game ecosystem. Any valuable interactions will result in rewards being sent to the designated wallets of B-end customers. This can also establish their own club communities to become project agents. In the future, IPs and project parties from other ecosystems can also participate in commercial competitions, provide competitions, bonuses, and conduct airdrop activities, thereby attracting more attention from each other. This business model provides B-end customers with diverse opportunities. Finally, through the mutual empowerment of competitions, Chess of Stars has created a full chain, ecological, and three-party win-win situation for C-end and B-end customers, through which competitions and flexible business cooperation, creating a valuable business model. And next, the profit model is simple and easy to understand, and it can be summarized into the following 5 categories. Number 1, the sales revenue from the sale of points, blind box, NFT is a very important source of income for this project. Number 2, the service fee charged for the gaming battles provided by the game will become the second important source of income. Number 3, in the future, the game will provide various advertising opportunities for other projects' IPs to create advertising revenue. Number 4, commission income from the NFT trading market. And number 5, income from different commercial events. And next, introduction of our project team members. The project team members include CEO Walt Hensenberg. Walt has 15 years of experience in the research and development, marketing, and operation management of financial products. He has managed and controlled private equity funds with a total of scale of owner $10 billion and has invested in many companies. CTO Kirigaya Ritaro is a co-developer of Bonus Cloud and has worked as a developer in a Sony-owned studio and participated in the localization of multiple PlayStation platform games. CMO Oliver has rich experience in organizing events for 20 years and has operated hundreds of sports events worldwide, including large-scale competitive events such as WSOP and WPT. Starting from the end of 2021, after more than a year of continuous efforts, our project has completed the necessary preparations for launch. In the first half of this year, we made significant adjustments that are more in line with the market, such as the use cases for governance tokens, upgrading the project's official website, and releasing an encyclopedia, as well as a series of positive measures and actions. From the end of May to early June, we completed the game's internal testing activities with Box Trader, major player in the Southeast Asian blockchain gaming market, and received rich user feedback. We also plan to launch the public beta version this month, taking the first step towards the market. Based on the information provided, here is a summary of the seed round financial plan. The valuation of the project is $13 million USDT, and the project will issue a governance token called COSD with a total supply of 1 billion. The price of the COSD token is 0.03 USDT COSD, and no more than 20% of the total supply will be released. The financial needs mainly include 3 aspects: 20% for project development costs, 16% for marketing and promotion costs, and 20% for initial activities and prize pools. The historical funding source mainly comes from self-investment, with a total of 1.5 million USDT, which includes the original art design, 3D modeling, game design and development, and initial operation and promotion. In the future, we plan to initiate a private round of financing based on the initial growth for users after the game is launched, with a plan to raise 10% which will be used for continuous marketing and promotion for the game project. Additionally, based on the user growth after the launch of the game's Reward League, Club, Mode, and Golden League, we plan to initiate a public round of financing, targeting guild and club agents, with a plan to raise 5% to 10% for listing and marketing making purposes. Next, I will show you the potential promotional video of the game so that you can experience the game, so that you can experience the excitement that Trace of Stars brings. Okay, I will let my colleague to play the video. I'm delighted to present to everyone the result of our 1.5 years of hard work, and we welcome anyone interested in collaborating with us in any form, including investment. We're open to partnerships. Thank you so much.
Okay, that's all right. Do you want to share more about your video or project's details?
That's the end of our presentation.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, and I believe that you guys may notice that there are some strange people keep joining and made some interruptions in the second and the first speakers speaking sessions. And sorry for the inconvenience. To avoid such interruptions, we have to mute everyone. If you are the speaker today, please let us know, and we will give you the authorization to speak and share the screens. Sorry for the inconvenience again. And yes, let me start into the third speakers. And the third speakers, let's welcome the Star Symphony to give the presentations. And let me give you a brief introduction. Star Symphony is a music gaming ecosystem that bridges musicians and the gamers through Symphony, the universe, and the very first product to be deployed is their rhythms battle for everyone can call it a competitive rhythms games built with Web3's technologies to empower a transparent and global creators economies for all gaming audience in Web2s. Let's welcome the Sean Spawn in Star Symphony founders to give us the presentation today. Hi, Sean, are you here? Please let me know your name, and you can. Yes, okay, I got you.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
All right, cool. Yeah, sorry, couldn't unmute myself. Great, thanks. So there's a lot of stars here tonight. Chance of stars now, Star Symphony, so many stars. All right, let me just share my screen.
Yes.
Let me know if you guys can see this.
Yes, I can see your screen.
All right, cool. So hi guys, I'm Shaz, the founder of Star Symphony. So we are building a competitive rhythm game that we revolutionize the rhythm game industry and adding a very strong esports element into the gaming ecosystem. All right, so we have identified some problems specifically into rhythm gaming, and there's so much more that we can actually scale and really see this as a blue ocean. So one of the few things is rhythm gaming has always had a lack of global exposure. It has always been very favorable in countries like Japan, Korea, USA, and China, mainly because most of the games has always been designed in those languages, majority in Japan. And there is a very small percentage of rhythm games in the Web3 space, or to say there isn't a proper one that's fully developed in the Web3 space right now. And esports category, rhythm games has always been a very good rehabilitation tool or training tool for professional gamers, especially the FPS category. But no one has really put rhythm games as esports. And we are here to actually kind of enhance this and change this narrative that it can be esports with all the additional quick thinking strategies that involve into the gaming ecosystem. And at the moment, there is close to a non-existent content creator economy. So what we're going to do here, we're going to empower them through Star Symphony. And there is a very small or lack of multilingual flexibility to untapped markets, such as India, Africa, and Southeast Asia, that is totally untapped at the moment. Gacha gaming is one of the huge, biggest market in the world right now, 55 billion in just 23 years. And rhythm gacha gaming in Japan alone makes over 32 million US dollars every month with a small population of gamers, 55 billion in Japan, right? So if we're going to multiply this into all the entire globe, specifically more towards Southeast Asia, India, Africa, we are looking at more than 12 times increment of this amount. At the same time, if you're familiar with a game called Dislike, in the first week, it's not exactly a rhythm game, but it's a music genre gacha game that in the first week, they actually make 3 million US dollars. So this category has a very huge potential that is scalable, specifically when you empower it with blockchain technology. So what is our game concept? Star Symphony pushes the limit of rhythm gaming by we kind of combine three very huge games. First of all, we have the rhythm gameplay like DJ Max of Guitar Hero, where you have the falling beats constantly dropping and players hit according to the beat. And we kind of mix it up a little bit with a very interesting spell system to disrupt, debuff your opponent's gameplay. So there will be a constant change of game style in every single game when the spells change and the way they use the spells constantly change. And we kind of implement a very strong narrative similar to Genshin Impact, where we have a very huge gacha and storytelling in the entire game. In fact, sometimes we kind of position ourselves, we are the Genshin Impact or rhythm gaming, right? So this allows users to explore, collect, upgrade their NFTs, and they can compete to become a Star Guardian and trade in the Star Symphony ecosystem. I probably have repeated myself, created economy a few times, but how do we really do it? So we enable musicians and artists around the world to upload their music to us. First of all, this music is screened by the team and voted by elders, or in other words, our NFT holders. Then it will be converted into bitmaps. So every time when a player plays their track, they get a small profit sharing module in the PvP mode. And at the same time, all their music will be listed in the music library for sale. It's a little bit like iTunes back in the day, where when they like your music, they just buy a track for maybe $1, and they will earn up to 95% of this entire purchase, right? So that's how we kind of empower creators through Star Symphony. So moving forward, I'm just going to show a very quick video. I'm not too sure if you can hear this, but let's try. All right, moving on. The core game mechanics, what's the core game loops? So it begins by you entering into Symphonia, you gacha for your favorite characters, outfit, and instruments. You choose the spells that you want to use in the game. Then you select the songs that you want to play. So regardless, the story mode, or you can actually go and compete in the PvP mode or join a multiplayer game. So you complete the song in a 4-lane rhythm battler, and you continue the game by upgrading additional assets and repeat it in this loop. So this loop is not exactly the same every round with the additional instruments, spell systems, and the different players that will be competing against. But in general, the flow of the gameplay is pretty similar in terms of choosing your music, upgrading, and move on and continue the core game loop, right? So we have 5 different game modes. First of all, the story mode, where you'll be exploring yourself as a character into the Symphonia ecosystem. You unlock more songs, you learn about the lore, you learn about the stories of Symphonia, and slowly journey yourself into becoming a Star Guardian. Then You also have the jukebox mode, or some would call this the practice mode. You can play the unlocked songs unlimited times, practice to it, or you can purchase more music from the music library. Choose your favorite musicians and support them and get more music in your music library. Face-off mode is a 1v1 MMR PvP. So you'll be playing against another player, climbing yourself, collecting the trophies, and go to the top and win some rewards from our leaderboard. So Battle of the Band is something that we are designing for the esports side, working together very closely with the founder of Team Secret on designing this as well. So 5v5 has a very unique gameplay because every single player in the band holds a different instrument, and each instrument has a different total lane. So it could be 4 lanes, 6 lane, 8 lane, 9 lane, 10 lanes, depending on the instrument that they use. And also the spell systems that apply to the different instruments is also very different. This is not targeted to be released immediately, but will be something that we're releasing slightly 1 year later after the timeline after we launch the game. So Tower of Stars is the last mode where it's a clan versus clan. It's a 24 versus 24 where you want to conquer as many towers as you can, and you will get rewards based on how many towers that your clan actually has. So it's a little bit like Pokemon Go, where you conquer the gym. So you try to stay in the gym as long as you can. You defend yourself from your opponents. It runs on a very similar concept. So on the monetizations and on the NFT models, we run on a very clear strategy. It's a freemium model. Monetization is made through a mixture of IAP, in-app purchases, in-app advertising, better pass sales, and also marketplace fees. So gacha elements in the game does kind of suggest that it has some pay to win elements, but time versus money is very justifiable. If you grind long enough, your assets can be upgradable, can be slowly growth. The growth can be towards in comparison with those who actually gacha. So digital assets, when they purchase in an IAP, they are not NFTs. That means all the Web2 players, honestly, Web2 players don't really care if it's an NFT or not, right? So in the very beginning, when they create an account or a non-custodial wallet is given to them, and then when they make their first purchase through, regardless it's Google Store, Apple Store, credit cards, pay through their mobile phones, mobile networks, it doesn't matter, right? Once it comes in, they get the asset. It remains as an asset. When it hits level 10, they can opt to go to our website to do an NFT break. Basically, they can mint it as an NFT. But if they don't, it's totally fine, right? So we kind of see this process of onboarding gamers is not when we introduce the game, but onboarding gamers is when they want to leave the game or they want to monetize from the game, not from onboarding the game. Onboarding into the game, it should be as simple as ABC. Right. So level data of digital assets are transferable, sellable. So this will encourage pro players to grow the levels of their assets, regardless of free asset, is a paid asset, and they can actually resell it on a secondary market. A very quick overview of our community and socials. We have a collective of music creators and rhythm gamers in our Discord right now. We have about 20,000 people in our Discord, right? And we have 73,000 on Twitter. And we are building towards the first competitive rhythm esports together with esports organizations like Team Secret and RRQ who invested early. At the same time, we are very appealing to cosplay and anime fandom all across the world, where we have participated in multiple cosplay events, and the response has always been phenomenal. So a very quick development milestone. We started actually in Q4 2021. And up to date on Q2 2023, we did an NFT sale of 2,888 pieces. It's mint out. We have created a bitmap editor. Our core gameplay is ready. Game arts and animation first portions are all ready. We are currently expanding our music library. We are working on a music matching AI and also on the bitmap AI. So as we continue to feed more AI learning processes, we'll be creating new functional tools for the entire rhythm industry as well. So our alpha game test is targeted to be released in Q3. We are going to run a KOL-driven esports tournament to create the very first wave of gamers coming in. At the same time, we are also, as we have ended our min, so we are actually kind of changing all the community activities on our Discord to make it a little bit more interesting, looking for gamers instead of NFTs holders. And moving to Q4 is where we're going to be finalizing our core gameplays, further improve our user journey, improve our game art based on the feedback that we have from our alpha, At the same time, we need to retune the MMR systems that we have after the alpha trial is totally completed. We are targeting to release our closed beta by Q1 next year, releasing the first gacha bundle sale of our in-game assets of NFTs, and then will be a very clear targeted marketing towards the countries that we want to open at this very specific time, crafting campaigns to begin to push all our metrics, all our numbers in the very beginning, and also at the same time preparing for our TGE before our main public beta, which is targeted on April 2024. Our marketing approach is very straightforward. Our general approach covers 3 major audiences: casual, social, and competitive. Right? Of course, social gamers is our main audience, as competitive will be the top 1 to 10%, depending on you looking at the esports category or you looking at just the competitive category. So we'll be focused a little bit more on KOL marketing, because on our experience in the brands, selling brands of different games, we understand that KOL marketing actually play such a huge, tremendous role, especially for a game developer that is not who has no big names in their portfolio. So we have a very huge partnerships that we have, but we kind of see it a little bit more the short-term play, including people like Glip Gaming, IndieGG, Tegro, Playdex, and all this. As a whole, they have more than 10 million users, and this will help us get a very quick kickstart before we move into creating more loyal audience that is based on us, right? Geographically, we are going to be focused a lot more on countries that has low to non-rhythm game existence, such as India, Africa, Indonesia, and we'll be featuring their local hits, bits to break through the language barrier. So like we mentioned earlier before, the content creator economy kind of allows us to bring in music of all different languages. As of now, we have French, we have Filipino, we have Japanese, we have Thai, we have Vietnamese, we have African music. We have so many different languages in our current portfolio, and we are constantly going to be adding this so that when we tap into countries that they're unfamiliar with rhythm games but familiar with the tunes, it'll be very easy for them to adapt into Star Symphony. So cross IP approach, we are also going to be working with a lot of Web2 brands such as Even Water. So Even Water has we actually have a very a marketing campaign that is designed to be released when our game launch. For instance, it will be there will be about a few 100,000 mineral waters, the Even branding that will be on shelves such as 7-Eleven supermarkets, and they will add a Star Symphony collar tag on it and to share, to give us additional brand exposure. At the same time, when someone buys the Even Water, there is a code for them to scan that when they scan that code with our Star Symphony, they will be able to claim in-game Even Water as well. That can actually refresh the energy in the game, right? So these are some of the past events that we did. Comic Festa in 2022. We recently did our press conference in April as well. And then upcoming, we actually are participating in a tournament together with Unix Gaming. And also, we have also signed up for Comic Festa 2023 as well. So for the video of the press conference, I believe you can guys just check it out on YouTube. It's a little bit long, so I'm not going to share it here. Oops. All right, this is the team. This is me, myself, Shaz. I'm in brand marketing for more than 10 years. I actually built Monster Guild, one of the biggest guilds in Southeast Asia with more than 1,200 players in Xfinity. I exited my guild in early 2022 and pivoted into building a game. Before that, I used to own dinosaur theme parks and work very closely with a lot of real estate developers. So one of my closest co-founders, Stephanie, has been in the esports industry for many years, lead strategies for Mobile Legends M4, and she has worked with a lot of different projects, including Valorant, Dota 2, and many more. Our art director is previously from Lemon Sky Studios, and also previously with Comic Festa as well. Another co-founder, our music director, used to be with Soundtrack, and he has worked with a lot of different projects from Kadokawa, Capcom, and Square Enix on the music side of things. Our lead game developer is Whip or Wing Hong, used to be with Reckless Game Studios. He has actually developed a game called Relegend that has actually been sold to Square Enix as well. So our panel of advisors is what makes us really additional support very strong, right? So first of all, we have Kai Huang from Guitar Hero, founder who has exited a 4 billion game, and he's advising us a lot more on the game side of things. John Yao from Team Secret advises us more towards the esports category, and we work very close with John, specifically in bridging into all the other esports organizations as well. So not in the deck, we actually have a few more that we're ready to announce in the next quarter. So another advisor for the head marketing of Sandbox, Rashid, works closely with us, not just from the Web3 angle, but also on the Web2 side, because his previous experience in Ubisoft covering Rainbow Six and also for X-Bandai gives us a very big overview from Web2 and Web3 as well. And on the blockchain side, we have Harpreet, who guides us a little bit more onto the on-chain stuff that is involved in the development. So very quick key points. Star Symphony has the potential to create very good revenue, because in Japan alone is a 30 million revenue, and with so much untapped potential in different regions where we are targeting, this is a very huge unexplored ocean for the entire space. We are the first major rhythm game in the Web3 space, probably one of the deepest in development. We allow our people to unlock music from all regions through our content creator economy. We empower music creators, and at the same time, we are the first rhythm game designed for esports. So we have a very experienced team from marketing to development, and also a very strong panel of advisors. And our game alpha is very close to completion, right? So before I just want to move into that, very quick overview of our economy flow. All our funds that we bring in, regardless from IAP, IAA, for business to business or Web2 or Web3, goes back to treasury to be redeployed into 5 different segments. First of all, it goes to OPEX. 35% goes back to Symphony liquidity, that deepening, or token buyback, or replenishment plan. So in total, these two covers 35%. Content creators covers 12%, and 6% goes to our eldest pass holders, right? So this is our current tokenomics, 100 million in supply. Our current FDV is at 10 billion. We are currently raising our first seed. We are 20% close, raised about close to 200,000. And this is the quick projections. With only 5% paid gamers, we are looking at a total paid user revenue, 125,000 with 50,000 people, and 250,000 if we have 100,000 people. And assuming only 5% are paid gamers. And these are not Web3 gamers, but gamers in general. So in Web2, even 1 million gamers is actually a very, very small amount. So capital deployment, why are we raising? The main focus is actually to increase our headcount. We have about 25 people in-house right now, and we want to increase this to somewhere about subpar 65 people. To continue development, our AI bitmap development, to further enhance our AI music creation development, where our gamers will be able to get a profiling of the music creation after playing the game for a period of time, upgrade of tech infrastructures, specifically on the servers, and curation of music with more familiar names in the gaming and music industry. Currently, we are already working with the creators of Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, but we do intend to increase more our own in-house music from big names as well. So a very huge fund. We actually majority of the funds is going to be going into marketing deployment to build our user base, which includes KOL and engagement, YouTube, TikTok reviews, ground activations. Our ground activations will be a little bit different. We are not going to be focusing any much on the Web2 conferences, but very much Web3 conferences, but very much more towards the Web2 audiences, B2C specifically. So our ad budget will also be covering into Instagram, Facebook, the platforms that will be able to generate new downloads, new paymasters that are going to fund the entire ecosystem. So currently we are asking for 1 million, all right, 10% of equity plus token warrant, and we have closed about 2% right now. And for anyone who's interested, feel free to reach us out at shaz@starsymphony.io or through ABGA as well. That's pretty much it from me.
Thank you, Star Symphony team, and thank you, Shaz. And yes, you have mentioned Star Symphony's monetization and Millstone's development and marketing approach, and your team strengths, as well as economic flows. The detailed information that you all can find in the deal flows that I have shared, the link in our chat rooms. And also we have many audience and other speakers have questions about today's projects, please feel free to ask your questions in our chat room. And I believe that our project speakers will openly answer your questions and give you the right answers. And yes, so let's welcome the next team. And the next team is TableMaster. TableMaster is a Web3-based esports gaming platform that hosts multiple table tournaments. Also, we can call it MTTS. Let's welcome the Michael, CEO of Endless Webs, or CEO or TableMaster, to tell us more about TableMasters. Hi, Michael. Oh, okay. I will unmute you.
Okay, thank you so much for hosting us. Let me share my screen.
Yes, I can see. I can hear you. And
Okay,
sorry for
cool.
the interruption that you may notice that someone take some rude words in our chat rooms. And I have to warn you that if you have tried that, I will kick out you as soon as fast I can. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Hi guys, I'm Michael, and the leader of the TableMaster project and also the COO of the Chef Racing Lab. So today I would like to share with you as much as I can the information about our TableMaster project. So okay, oops. First of all, so what is TableMaster? So TableMaster's aim is to build the world's largest Web3 multi-table competition platform. So provide our users the best user experience table games such as Texas, poker, and chess, and so on and so forth. And also host exciting competitions. So here's some more information about some highlights of this project in short. So TableMaster introduces the all-in or fold mode, simplifying game rules and improves the passion of in competition. And also we support play and earn mode, which means that you can invite your friends to the competition and in order to earn some coins or some tokens from that competition. So this is also have the both the social element and also the game element. And here is our general approaches. So currently we still focus on developing our first game, the TableMaster Texas Poker, and also simultaneously we start building our community since last month. So just within last month, we have more than over 4,000 Twitter followers, and also partnerships build up, and also the hot indicator. We always carefully analyze the hot of this society. The hot of this project is growing very fast. Partnerships like Shiba Inu, Metaverse, and other groups and communities. Now we are just in touch, and we will announce these partnerships just in a good timing. So what's next? So currently we still focus on developing our first game. That's the most important thing, primarily the TableMaster Texas Poker. Hopefully this will be online in the end of this year, maybe Q4, hopefully. And also we will host, the most important thing is the $1 million game. We will invite KOLs, big KOLs in this area, and to participate in this specific event, and to have a very good kickoff of this project. And also we will provide our users new games. Currently, lots of other games like chess are also under developing, and we will start our NFT marketplace in the end of this year. And we currently we are very interested in cooperate or even buy some other game teams in this area, because we believe that we need the best we need the best people, we need the best engineers, best product manager, the best designers to join us in order to bring all users the best experience multi-table games. So that's what that's okay. So that's the our approaches so far. And if you're interested in this game, if you're interested in this project, please feel free to contact me, and we will find out any opportunities to cooperate with each other. Okay, thanks.
Thank you for the TableMaster's presentations. So if you want any more to share, like your videos or your deck or your demo.
That's sorry. That's the information as much as I can to publish currently, since lots of reasons. Sorry for that.
Okay, gotcha. And if you want any information you want shares, please share it freely in our chat rooms. And I think that most of us will check them. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you again.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, TableMaster teams. And the next we will have Quurk. So let me introduce Quurk briefly. Quurk is building the first open world game that helps players fasten and hasten and blockchain programming faster and better. And they are on a mission to make coding a third language, and through the mediums of games, make it more accessible for everyone. And the speaker today is Andrew Trains, Chief Strategies Officer of Quurk. Hi, Andrew. Are you here? Please let me know which one is you. Okay, I got you. Can you speak now?
Hi, yes, testing. How about the video? Let me see if I could open up the video. Oh, I cannot open the video.
You can share your screen, and you can open your screens on. You can open your videos on your screen.
Okay. Give me a second. Whiteboard.
Greetings and salutations. Hello, my name is Andrew. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer for Quurk. Now, before I begin my presentation, I'd just like to give you a bit of a background to our company. We are an edutech company, education technology, and we never set out to create a game. That was never our intention, to make money off of a game. We basically got together and we looked at all the wrong things that's going on within the education industry. And we collectively thought that we needed to make a change. We wanted to disrupt the entire education industry. So we looked at technology, and one of the technology was Neuralink. Of course, Neuralink is putting a chip into your head. You can basically really quickly get data or knowledge into your head, but it's not feasible. So maybe in the future we will get into it. But at the current state is that with all our knowledge and our experience, it has come down to basically creating what I would say an educational game, a game-based learning technology. And with that, I'd just like to begin my presentation. So after much research, we're basically building the world's first open world game and learning science, right? Really looking into how people can learn quicker, right, and better. And of course, our first game would be helping people how to code faster and better. Now, a note to investors is that we are doing our first round of seed funding, raising around $500,000 and basically our product is ready. It's ready to run. It's ready to go. Development of it is pretty much set and done, and we're going to be rolling out around October. And basically, the funding that we're looking at is really to look into market acquisition, to scale up on our marketing and awareness, to go to market. Yeah. So, education has really given us cars, planes, medicines, and the internet, lifted billions of people out of poverty. Yet, according to UNICEF, by 2030, there'll be 2 billion kids lacking employable skills. 84 million kids will be dropping out of school. 375 million jobs lost to AI. So how do we go so wrong? Now, personally, I say education is broken and has lost its moral compass because the industry is far too busy making money. So people are starting to realize a university degree doesn't add up to anything other than parents and young adults getting into debt. After spending over $100,000 and over a decade of our youth on education, we're still forcing our kids to memorize and regurgitate answers to past tests. Now, society is basically forced into a one-size-fits-all approach that kills creativity and motivation to learn, right? Kids are coming out of universities feeling like they learned nothing, right, for their jobs. And that is really concerning. So really looking at some of the other problems, not just the issues in terms of the numbers, but 70% of teachers, right, in schools do not have skills to teach coding subjects, right? So that's a really big problem, quality of teachers. Then boot camps for developers and people who want to learn coding, it's very expensive, right? It's really, really expensive to get into that, and it's not really engaging. And last but not least, parents who want to get their kids involved into coding don't even know where to start. So we are really on a mission to change all these things to be the one-stop place where we can get students and parents to be together to have education to be more self-led. Yeah. So Quurk, we are a game-based learning company with an underlying refi ecosystem focused on learning, accelerating the learning outcomes, and supporting regenerative human capital. We are on a mission to disrupt the education industry by leveraging on the power of games to make education more fun and accelerated. So the toughest question, and let's answer it right away. Can Quurk pull this off? Because this is a monumental task to disrupt the education industry. Well, we have actually done this before in Web 2. So we've built a math game for kids in the past that won us a lot of awards, and also the #1 startup award in Hong Kong back in 2018. Our game was also the #1 most downloaded app in the US App Store in the education category. Yeah. So it gives me great pleasure to announce that this coming October, we are going live with our open world coding game called Pastopia, and a global initiative in partnership with SpaceX Starlink to make coding a third language around the world. We are also the official partner with Tezos in a joint development of the first blockchain game where players can learn how to code in Tezos Smart Pi blockchain. The good news for investors, of course, again, is that this game is pretty much finished, and we're really just scaling up on launching this global initiative, yeah, together with SpaceX and Tezos. All right. So before I go any further, let me give you a bit of insight on the learning mechanics of Pastopia in a short video. All right? In how we're really allowing users to play, learn, and earn. So in Pastopia, every action in game has a precise learning outcome. The future of education is a meticulous learning path to developing problem-solving skills through Gagne's conditional learning theory and computational thinking. Now, we begin by preparing the mental state of players by using block codes, as you can see here. These blocks rewire the entire thought process of allowing a person to grasp the logic of coding. Now, in order to advance in this space adventure game, players are called upon to improve on their weapons, right? Armament, spacecraft, on the coding level. As you can see here, the weapon itself, like the gun here, it's broken up in different modules, right? You can code basically the projectile, like over here, you can make your enemies float up because you manipulate gravity. And of course, also over here, what you see is we're developing a puzzle with equal42, right? It's a puzzle that allows creativity, nurtures strong reasoning and logical thinking and creativity, and a pedagogy involved, right? And unleash your curiosity and learn other STEM-related knowledge in biology, physics, chemistry by running experiments in virtual lab environments. Understand and manipulate gravity, as in this experiment here, right? And using AI chatbots and launch bounties that encourage peer-to-peer learning. So Pastopia, our Web3 game, it's an RPG space action adventure game for kids and young adults. This game takes away the intimidation in learning something new. Now, we've worked with a third-party research and on a research paper was done and found that kids playing our game was able to learn 3 times faster compared to a classroom setting. So let me share with you how we're going to sort of conquer everything and how everything works. So the pedagogy that we're coming out with is going to be, the first one is going to be with Python, and then of course with SmartPy, and then Solidity. So students will have the chance to learn blockchain and blockchain languages as well. And before I wrap off on this side is number 2 would be the students in terms of how we've also through research, we found that students who have a self-led learning adoption scored twice as high as a classroom-led scenario, yeah. And here, I'd just like to share with you all the look and feel of our game, yeah, just how it feels like, in this open world environment. So you can imagine, this is the world of Python. Now there's other worlds. We can actually have worlds in biology, physics, and chemistry, right? And it's really a getting together of academia, right? And how we can actually work together to create gaming and learning together, right? Show you a bit more, some of the landscapes, the artwork, right? And the next slide, I would say you could have a look at in terms of some of the learning functions that we have, yeah, in terms of how you can code and script, and there are different ways of how you can solve different problems, right? Now, schools teach you there's only one answer and one answer only. But we really want students to be able to play a game and have the ability to explore different ways in solving problems and issues and really developing critical thinking, right? And going through, you know, that ability to do something and be accountable within a game in a very safe environment, right? And this is the part where I would say is quite important. Now, our ability to develop next generation and having a breakthrough in developing learning pedagogy, right? Now we have a proprietary education content extraction framework. Now, how it really works is in this display here is that we take any education content, right? And we plug it through this framework. And through this framework, it's able to translate into gameplay, right? So we're really turning education from a book or a course into action adventure gameplay within our environment, our platform, right? It allows this ability for us to map the learning process. That's one. And the other one is that we are able to make every action within the game a specific learning outcome, right? So at the end of the day, right, a person who has, let's say, gone through our Pastopia Python planet will be able to get a degree in Python, a Python coding degree, right? So that is really unique to Quurk and what we do in terms of having the ability to create pedagogy or educational content with gameplay. Now, the global game-based learning market is worth 80 billion, growing at an annual rate of 17.4%. There's a shortage of 85 million skilled technical professionals, right? And over 80% of global youth population is in Asia and Africa because of the budgeting growing population here, right? So we're really positioned. So coding is really is a highly sought after skill. So we're really established ourselves in this big market, and now, you know, we know that it is a big market and how we're positioned ourselves with coding. But now I'd just like to share with you how we're really going through the different strategies and how it's making sense for us to capture the market. Now, critical success factors. Now, number one, really, we're looking at there's no regulating body, no regulatory barrier, right? Coding doesn't have a standard like Common Core for math, you know, at the American standard or the EU standards, right? IGCSE, right? This means we can easily sell to learning institutions such as schools, and in doing so, we can establish our own global standard, right? That's the beauty of creating an entirely new method of learning with no accreditation barrier, yeah? Now, next, there's no competitors. There's no direct competitors to what we're doing. So there's no established methodology or a school of game-based learning curriculum or a pedagogy. We are doing that. So we have developed from our previous learnings a proprietary content extraction framework, which I just mentioned about, that really allows us to create educational material or take educational material and turn it into exciting gameplay. So we are able to turn it into an immersive experience that you're able to learn, and we're able to map all of those learnings. Nobody is doing that on gamification or game-based learning today. Now, the other thing is schools really look for new content, right? There is a high demand for complementary content for schools, right? Teachers are losing the battle to capture students' imagination and motivation. not all teachers are equal, right? And the good teachers themselves are shackled by outdated teaching methods, right? So we really see that the education industry needs a different take on education, and we want to be positioned there. The next part is incentivizing learning, right? Now, incentivizing learning is really important. How do you motivate people to continually learn? Now, we have created a circular economy to incentivize a lifetime of learning. Now, how we do it is, now as players continue to improve on their coding skills, so too are the weapons they are creating within the game. Now, we incentivize learning by allowing players to craft advanced weapons, which they can now sell to new players or students that are onboarded to the game on a yearly basis, making learning a profitable endeavor for players. So you can directly link play, learn, and then incentivize on your skills that you've learned. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we incentivize learning. Next, well, we have a two revenue stream as opposed to one. So we have a B2B and a B2C. Now for B2C, it's a freemium approach where we generate revenue from in-game purchases, creator marketplace, advertisements, and an entire tokenized ecosystem that includes transaction fees, NFT campaigns, open finance income, and royalties. Now, with a B2B, right, with a B2B, it's an institutional model for schools and universities to subscribe to access to dashboards and reports on students' progress and school content creator tools, right? So both business models can be self-sustainable, right? Simply because we have a captive audience, right? Excuse me. And not all games have the ability to have two of these models, both B2B and B2C, and it is very unique to Quurk. And just to let you just share with you how subscriptions, right? A majority of our revenue would be, of course, coming from subscriptions, and how we're putting it back with you know, our foundation that's involved, right? With Web3 is involved. So a portion of all of our subscription fees that we make, we put that back into the ecosystem, into the foundation, right? So we have a refi mechanism, right? That is really be able to let investors to come in and be able to benefit and reap returns on a long-term basis. Now, captive audience, this is really unique to what we do with Quurk, because you can imagine every year there are students that are coming through the education system, right? Every year there are new students. Now, the natural progression is to offer STEM subjects that is always, you know, healthy, a new subscriber base. And it's good for Web3 as well, because we're really onboarding students that don't know about Web3. So Web3 is a very small niche community at the moment. So when we are onboarding students, it's a good way of actually, you know, turning some of their accounts into crypto wallets in the future, right? So we can be part of growing the Web3 audience from the very beginning, you know? Now our projections, this is our 5-year projection. It's really a conservative approach, right? We feel that our retail subscription, monthly subscription is about $80 per student per month. But we did this projections with just $1, right, per month, right? And we feel that this is something that we can let investors gauge what kind of numbers we're looking at. And but this is very conservative, and this is actually very easy for us to achieve, because if you look at what we've been able to achieve on Web2 on our math game, you know, we've been able to serve 1 million students already. We have 4,000 schools served, and we're in 3 continents, and we've already raised $375 you know, from angel investors. And really this can really support our projection in our 5-year projection that we can really meet those numbers easily. Now, next is really a glimpse of our team. The core leadership, our CEO and co-founder Marvin Das, he's an old school Web3 professional, right? He has a lot of experience in fundraising and Web3 projects. And August, our chief product officer, who is he's a very smart individual, where he's an ASEAN scholar, and he's really spearheading our learnings in creating the pedagogy and the technology behind it. And myself, Andrew, I'm the chief strategy officer with a background in IT security. I do a lot of big government projects in immigrations and security, right? Our advisory board, James Baltrin, who is instrumental with Starlink. He's the representative for Starlink in Asia. Roland is the creator of Smart Pi, right? And he's working with us very closely in delivering the first official Smart Pi game-based learning pedagogy. And of course, we've got Tomoko from Larian Studios, self-explanatory. Tila, Equal42, helping us develop our game-based learning pedagogy, the modules for it as well, the puzzles that you've seen, right? And rounding off the rest of the team, so we have very good game developers and also Web3 experts as well. We are at a good, strong 17 bodies at this point in time, and we're growing at a very fast rate. Now, how our seed funding, we're raising it for this round, we're raising about $500,000 US. The minimal round, I would say per lot, the minimum investment is about $25,000 US. Value cap it at 8 million, right? Prorata, tokens, maturity within 24 months. And the utilization of the money that we're raising is really into acquisition of the market, right? Publicity and acquisition. We're really looking at, almost 70% or 60% of the utilization in terms of capturing the market. Product development at this point in time is only on the dashboarding. The game is done. It's just the dashboarding that we're developing, but it's ready to roll out, and we are ready to roll out in terms of getting into a lot of events, PR release, basically to launch our initiative, our global initiative with Starlink and Tezos, where we're making coding the third language around the world. Now, I'd just like to leave you all with this. There was a global poll that was done recently, and what happened was that 10,000 students or children took part over 10 countries. Now, 77% of them were dissatisfied with education and complained how it's outdated, irrelevant, and the curriculum just not aligned to the real world. Now, I think we have reached a tipping point to disrupt the education system and the industry at large. We don't have to convince parents and students that the current education system does not work, right? So I think the time has come for us to really do to education what Uber did to taxis, what Amazon did to bookstores, what Apple did to Nokia and Kodak. So I would like to invite you all to join us. All is welcome to overthrow this entire outdated learning methodology and join us to make education more accessible and accelerated and absolutely more fun. Thank you. And if you have any questions, here are our contacts in terms of our emails, and we really look forward to seeing you again. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Yes, I want to appreciate your voice and your talent is really nice. And I think that you are good teachers at any kind. Yes. And I believe your project will make a great success. Thank you. And yes, sorry for the interruption and the wrong people that still join our Zoom meetings. I have tried to kick them out, but still changing people's. Yes, but still changing the names in our showcase. So please let's welcome the next teams. And after the Quurk, half of our startup showcase has passed. If you want to connect with teams and check out more details, please contact our colleagues from ABGA or scan code on my background for help and connection. Thank you. And next, let's welcome Arena of Faith. Arena of Faith, that also we can call it AOF, is a cutting-edge MOBA game that revolves around a tournament-centric ecosystems. It offers a 3D gaming experience across multiple platforms, catering to both solo and team modes. And the Carol's marketing managers of Arena of Faith will be our speaker today. Hello, Carol, are you here? Yes, I got you. Can you speak right now?
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, now I'm trying to share my screen. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, great. Before we get started, I would like to share a short demo about Arena of Faith, so you can be familiar with how our players can join our game. Okay, it will take 1 minute. Okay, so this is the, sorry, I'll need to mute it. Okay, so this is the most classic gameplay that we have in Arena of Faith. And as you can see in that gameplay, in that demo video, we have 10 players who will be thrust into the Arena Realm tile set map, where they will engage in a 5 versus 5 team battle. And the map is divided into two sides, humanity and gods. And the objective of the game is to destroy the base of the opposing team. And the classic match, which I showed before, is the first and earliest game model in Arena of Faith. And all other game modes use the mechanics of classic matches as their base. And it is a 5 versus 5 experience. And we have hero schemes. It will not affect the hero's in-game status. And this mode is suitable for the beginners who need to familiarize themselves with the gameplay mechanics. And you are free to choose any hero to play with. Currently we have 6 hero role in the arena phase. We have tanks, fighters, mages, marksmen, assassins, and supports. You can choose those heroes according to your preference and your skills. And however, you're not allowed to have more than one of the same heroes on your team. And the opposing team, however, they can pick the same hero that is chosen on your team. And players, they can earn competitive points by completing each normal match. And so that was about the introduction about the gameplay of Arena phase. Now I would like to share about the project ourselves. So we are a mobile game that revolves around a tournament-centric ecosystem, and we offer a 3D gaming experience across multiple platforms with P2E and AI mode. We cater to both solo and team modes. So no matter you want to play it yourself or you want to team up with your friends, you can join Arena phase. And we have immersive gameplay, diverse game modes, and intricate hero skin and equipment system. So we basically aim to establish a highly stable and accessible game core, and we created a decentralized ecosystem that fosters worldwide tournaments, and we place the tournament system at the forefront of the game's vision. About our strategies, we focus on the top 15 of the esports users and a massive audience of spectators. And we try to revitalize the esports middle tail and long tail ecosystem through tournament platforms. And we conducted deep operations tailored to different regional markets. Currently, we have many sub-communities, like we have a community from Indonesia, from Philippines and Vietnam. And we also have our community managers in charge of those sub-communities. So about our vision, we will empower esports for all players and Web3 lovers. And we will try to create the most vibrant mobile tournaments. And we will build a sustainable and healthy esports business model. About the game mode, the video I showed you before, it was one of the classic gameplay in Arena phase. Actually, there are totally 5 game modes. First one is the official tournaments, and there is no threshold, and basically it's very low threshold for our players to join. And we have limited time openings and official subsidy rewards for our players. The second mode is quick matches. So it's initiated and settled by users based on social relationships. You can use this mode to play with your friends, or you can just match random users in Arena phase. And the third mode is Arena tournaments. And there is a non-professional tournaments organized using tournament tools, where our tournament organizers need to possess the battle flag NFT. And about NFT, I will explain later. So the fourth game mode is championship. We have, for those semi-professional tournaments organized for fixed championship teams, we have tournament organizers. So they need to possess the championship landmark NFT, and participating teams need to possess the championship badge NFT as well. For the last game mode, we have professional tournaments. So after reaching the required level of activity in the championship, the professional tournament of the region will be initiated, and the official will provide prize like crypto token and some other like NFT or in-game coins subsidies for our professional tournaments. And we also have AI mode in Arena phase. Basically, there are 5 functions for AI. And the first is it can help our beginners to provide, we will provide a comprehensive training experience to onboard new players, enabling them to quickly grasp the game rules and receive adequate training. And the second one, we can have the skill evaluation provided by our AI, and it will conduct assessment matches that accurately gauge players' ability and providing them with publicly visible evaluation scores, which you can also find within the game and on-chain. Third, we have daily training provided by AI. AI will offer position-specific and segment-specific training with varying intensity levels based on our players' score and desired play style. And we also provide team training. So our AI will provide configurable training tools for teams to refine their overall tactics so as to allow adjustment to drafting strategies, combat intensity, and basic strategies. The last utility of AI in Arena of Faith, it will provide real-time match commentary and detailed analysis of player performance in different positions and strategies, and leveraging essential data. So about the core advantages of Arena of Faith, we have the stable game core with the focus on stable game rules and hero design. And we provide a balanced and consistent gaming experience. And secondly, we have personalized tools to cater the demand of different players. And we are constantly improving tournament tools and platforms. And we are integrating with local social and live platforms. This will also enhance organizers' efficiency and allows for flexible tournament scheduling based on our players' needs. And thirdly, we have powerful AI services, which I mentioned before. And there are many functions that you can utilize UI to do to elevate your gaming experience in Arena of Faith. And lastly, we have the decentralized management. Unlike other traditional mobile games, we are trying to achieve true fairness and decentralization, where tournaments, leagues, and professional seats are created within a market-driven framework. And our players, they can enjoy greater autonomy. So we can break the system dominated by official entity. And about our business model and revenue, we have decided to abandon the sale of game content and items, and instead of shifting towards to event-based activities and content monetization. So mainly our revenue is coming from the tournament revenue. In flag capture league and tournaments, a certain fee will be deducted by the official for all consumed competitive points. And in the professional league system, a certain fee will be deducted by the official for all user event prediction. And the second largest revenue is coming from NFT revenue. We will have the NFTs related to tournaments, include the qualification-based NFTs and event management-based NFTs. And some of these NFTs are directly available for sale. And others will be available from those marketing activities. Currently, we are also conducting those marketing activities for users to participate. They can also get those like AOF token and NFTs and mystery box. The third largest revenue is coming from the AI. We have the one-time sale and feature upgrades of AI partners and AI coaches provided as training services for our players and teams. And the sales of equity-based features such as AI ranking, AI commentary, and AI event analysis. And we also have the transaction fee revenue coming from NFT transaction. So for all NFT transfers, there is a transaction fee ranging from 2% to 5% based on the attributes of the NFT. And when it comes to off-chain transaction involving the in-game production of materials, the official platform will charge 2% transaction fee. About the business revenue, we have the selling of naming rights for professional leagues, sponsorship rights for intercontinent championships, and revenue generated from collaborations with those major brands in esports, in the broadcasting rights of tournaments, external streaming platforms, and media revenue, etc. And about the NFTs, which is very important because we have three types of NFT in Arena of Faith. First one is the skin NFT. For skin NFT, those are the NFTs for our 20 heroes. Currently, we have 20 heroes, and we are also trying to develop more heroes to upgrade our game. So for skin NFT, there are 5 types, 5 levels provided. There are normal, rare, super rare, superior, super rare, and ultimate rare. And the amount is also different according to their level. So there are also past NFT. For past NFT, we will also introduce in next month. It is the which means you will have the rights and benefits like identity staking, pro functions, like you also will have airdrop guaranteed. And we also have AI partner NFT in this collection. Mainly like identity, staking, pro function, airdrop, and ecological partner. And for the third type of NFT in Arena of Faith is the esports NFT, because Arena of Faith is a tournament-centric mobile game in Web3. So esports is very important and is the priority that we try to put in our vision. For esports NFT, there are also 7 levels for users to choose, and there are also rights and benefits differently provided. For battle flag, which means with this NFT you can hold a flag grabbing competition, and like arena flag, this NFT you will be able to hold arena competition, and the rest of the NFTs are demonstrated here, as you can see. And if you are interested, you can directly contact me, and I can also share the deck and more detail about Arena of Faith to you. About our token allocation, yes, we have our native token AOF. About the tokenomics are demonstrated here. You can see we mainly distribute our AOF to the gaming community. There are 40% AOF token are provided for our game community, and the vesting schedules are 0% at TGE, and we also have investors part, and we have just achieved the seed round fundraising completed, led by Chin Hill Capital and Initiate Capital. And currently, we are also have the pre-A round fundraising ongoing. And if you are interested, you can directly contact our team for more information. And here is our fundraising plan, as you can see here. In seed round, we have evaluation of 15 million, and the ongoing pre-A round, the evaluation is 30 million, and token price is 0.03. And we will have the next 2 rounds, A round and public sale, which we will announce later. And here is our roadmap. Currently, we are in the Q3, and next month we will have alpha test open for our community members and partners, crypto projects, teams to join us. And we are planning to allocate 500 to 1,000 slots for our players to join the test. And currently, we are distributing the AOF OG rule to community, as you can see on our Twitter. With OG rule, you will be able to join the test. and there are also other benefits. So anyway, if you are interested in our game and want to have a test of Arena Phase, you can feel free to contact me or our team, and we would like to allocate some slots to your team, and we really appreciate your attention and support and your feedback in the upcoming test. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Arena of Phase teams, and thank you, Komoverse. You have demonstrated your team projects and yes, very consensus roadmaps. And if anyone's interested in Arena of Phase or want to connect them, please feel free to contact ABGA teams or just connect Arena of Phase team, and you can check your chat book's message yet. Yes, I have sent the Still Flows link. The title as see June 2028 Still Flows here. You can check more information about today's 10 projects. And let's welcome the next teams. As planned, the next teams will be Petobots. Petobots is a Web3 casual gaming platform where players collect robotics pets and use them to clashing in PvP battles. Games are available both with widgets and in a free-to-play model with no widgets and NFTs. In the long term, Petobots is a platform with viral PvP games that can be integrated into other Web3 projects to help them enter tournament communities and add more utility to their NFTs. Let's welcome Artec Senlarian and Bruce. He is growth and the product lead from Petobots teams. Hello, Artec. Yes.
Hey everyone, do you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you. Loud and
do
clear.
do you see the screen?
Yes, I can see.
Yeah, great. So hello everyone. Thanks for inviting us to pitch on ABGA Pitch Day. It's a big pleasure for me. My name is Artec. I am growth and product lead at Petobots. And now I will tell you why casual PvP gaming platform with robotic pets will rock the industry. So how I said, we're building an NFT-based GameFi project with multiple PvP games where players collect robotic pets and use them to clash in PvP battles. Our games are available in two mods. We have a free-to-play mode where players don't need any NFT or something else to play the games, and we have a mode with wagers where players do, for example, 10 magic wager each, and the winner get all the prize. So how I said, we're building a platform with multiple games, and our first game is ready. It's on the alpha version. It's called Gladiator Battles, and we already have more than 700 players there. It was launched in the beginning of April, and during these 2 months, we had more than 5,000 matches played in our alpha version, and we are planning to launch the main version in the September or October. So, but even with this version, we're doing cross-community tournaments, and we are starting a new tournament next week. We have more than 20 other communities that participate in our tournaments, and it's really very fun. So during our development, we had a great traction. So we have more than 700 players in the alpha version. 2 weeks ago, we have done our second NFT sold out on Magic Eden, and we collected 70,000 Matics from 2,500 NFTs that were sold there. We built a great community, and we have now more than 1,500 NFT holders. we have great collaborations with Magic Eden, with Polygon Gaming. So our game is multi-chain. So currently we are starting building the game on Myria, OKX chain, Bob Network, and KuCoin chain. So in the future, our game will be available to play it with different chains. For example, players from Polygon will be able to play against the players from KuCoin chain or Solana or other chains, and they will be able also to do wagers and win them. So it will be a great usability of all the chains that we collect and make our community unique. So our game have advantage for users and for investors. So we have different gaming mechanics that helps us onboard new users, and moreover, we are building casual gaming. So it's a huge in traditional gaming, but currently we don't see too much competitors in Web3 gaming with casual games. So we are aiming to onboard all the players who are interested in casual gaming to our platform. So we go a lot with our roadmap, but we have a lot to done also. So currently we are also developing 2 new games that will be available on our platform in Q3. We are preparing to our TG and tax listings. And moreover, we are working on progression in the game. So we are now in alpha version, and we should do a lot to make the game more interesting for the players. So we will add levels to both for profile and for in-game characters. We will add customization, and more will come soon. And our main target to the Q4 is to make our game interesting for other projects, to integrate them as a white label solutions that will engage their community, because our games are designed to allow other NFT collections to integrate seamlessly and use them to entertain their communities. So I don't think that we should stop for a long time on our tokenomics. I think it will be better to have a look at after the pitch. But anyway, we already raised our pre-seed round and now working for our strategic and private rounds. Also, we have some agreements with IDEO Launchpads about our token sale, and looking for more opportunity there. So if you are interested in investing in Petobots, feel free to connect with me. So our game is have a very sustainable economy because we have a traditional business model. So from the game with wagers, we have a commission from each game. So when 2 players do 10 magic wager, we get 20% from the winning, and it's our revenue. So we are focused on onboarding new users and making more matches in our game, because it's our revenue model where we create games, we make it more interesting for the players, and we earn from it. We also have some sync mechanics, token sync mechanics in our game economy. So all our next NFTs will be sold for Pebot token. That is our game economic token, and all this token will be burned. And moreover, all the tokens that will be used for shopping, for purchasing new items, NFT upgrading, customization, and so on, will be sent to in-game rewards with vesting. So when players will get their tokens as rewards in the game, these tokens will have some wasting time, so they will not be able to solve them, but they can use them into the game to purchase anything else, to upgrade, and so on. So here you can see the token utility. We designed it to make a whole in-game experience with our token. So all the NFTs will be minted for token. You will be able to use the token to accelerate NFT breeding, to upgrade NFTs, customize them, purchase artifacts and something to upgrade your NFT, recharge gaming energy, and more. So that's what we're doing to make it more interesting for players to buy the token. We have a great experienced team. All the team members have a big experience in GameFi. For example, me, I am in NFT gaming space from 2020. I have worked with more than 30 gaming and NFT projects as an advisor, as a business developer, and marketing lead. Our founder, Yaroslav Shakula, is the founder of Web3 venture studio that is developing 5 portfolio projects. So we have great partners. So you can see Yartab here, that is our president investor. We have also partnered with DeepMind, that is a Wax GameFi project that sold NFTs for $3.7 million in 2021. And we have partnerships with Magic Eden, with Myria, Boba Network, OKX Wallet, and more. So here you can see our contact details. If you want to collaborate with us, if you are interested in investing, you can send me hello in Telegram or connect us with email. So thanks a lot.
Thank you, Petobots teams, and thank you, RTech. Yes, excellent presentations. And I believe that many of you can have a better view about Petobots. And the next teams at Planet is BitArcade. BitArcade is a specialized marketing agency with a focus on Web3s and esports. We have the proven track record in the gaming industries, having collaborated with renowned clients such as TableMaster, CSGO's, TikTok Game House Tournament, Apex Legend Global Series, and the speaker is Nonchad. We also can call him as Ben, co-founder and CEO of BitArcade. Hello, Ben. Yes, I can hear you. So I open your microphone now. You can speak.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, sure. Okay, thank you for the introduction, ABGA team, and thank you for inviting us to the event as well. So here, my name is Bank. I'm the CEO of BitArcade. I'm from Singapore as well, so anyone who's in Singapore can reach out to me and connect. Yeah. So here's BitArcade. So what we do is we are an agency that specializes in Web3, esports, and building online community. So yeah. So right now we already have around 1,800 members in our Discord, and we do have a connection to games community of 204K. We connect with esports team because we organize esports and gaming events, and also we have talents, and we operate in 4 countries. So Thailand, Vietnam, Singapore, and Malaysia. So we hope to expand our growth and our presence and help bridge the gaps between Web3, gaming, and the world. So a little bit of our journey. So back in 2018, we worked with Toyota. We hosted one of the biggest esports tournaments in Thailand, which is Counter-Strike. So the prize pool at that time was 100K $100,000 US prize pool. And that changed the whole perception about how gaming can become a career and people can become an esports player and earn money. In 2019, we partnered with one of the biggest corporations in Thailand, True, and True has built a startup ecosystem called True Digital Park. So we work with them in creating a TEDx event, TEDx Bonavity. So we host an event at True Digital Park and also invite speakers, C-level speakers, business people, and come to the event to have a talk. In 2020, we worked with Fight Esports Thailand. We built that up and we have an opportunity to work with names like PUBG Mobile, TikTok, Apex Legends, and that built our presence in Thailand and also community as well. And in 2023, I moved to Singapore and we rebrand ourselves as BitArcade. So we want to bring the Web3 element as well because we believe in Web3 and we believe that this can be the future. This will be the future of the industry. So here are some of our portfolio I want to share with you. So you can see that this is our TikTok tournament and also Apex Legends event. This is our TEDx event. We built the community and we have our volunteers to support and create the event together. And we also invite the former Prime Minister of Thailand to give a talk on the event as well. So this is our press conference with Toyota. So we also invite an artist idol as well and also the media as well. This is the qualifying stage where we bring the Thai teams together and compete for the teams that will compete with the international teams. And this is the main event that we organize. So 100K prize pool, we close the stadium, we invite the teams from all around the world, and we partner with the artists as well. And that's the event that we close the stadium in Thailand and organize the event back in 2018. So apart from that, what we want to do as well is we also building an NFT community. So we hope to launch soon and we are partnering with our partners, and also we will launch this in 4 countries that we operate in. So we hope to bring this community where we help and bridge the gaps between gamers, community, and also Web3 to educate the people to know more. Because a lot of times, I think as we see, like a lot of players are still in the Web2 space, and we want to push those players at least own an NFT first, and then bring them into Web3. So that's how we thought about how we want to bring Web2 gamers to Web3. And our community will not only be just like a place that, just having an NFT, but we also will have meetup events and take them on board and engage with them in offline activities as well. So that's our plan. And here's our timeline for the NFT project. So mid-July, 16th July, we'll start building the story about the NFT project. And also we have partnership announcement in August. We work with one of the biggest exchanges in Thailand called BitCup. And with BitCup, we will create a strong presence in Thailand. And during Token 2049 Singapore Crypto Week, we also plan something during a soft launch during that time as well. So our soft launch definitely, I think ABGA will also be there. So we hope to do something over that time, but the details are not finalized yet. So, but this would be our plan to do something during the Singapore Crypto Week. So apart from that, we also work with media partners as well, both in local and international. So here are our media partners. So this is the overview of what BitArcade actually do. So as the ABGA team has introduced, we are a marketing agency and we also do our NFT project as well. So this is just one to like some of the work that we have done. We write PR news and article. We have real in-depth reviews on TikTok and also on YouTube as well. We can host webinars and seminars, online ones as well. definitely how to, and also the breakdown of like the game contents, gaming contents. We can also do that. We can also do interview videos, and also definitely community management, because that's what we always do. And here's also we connect with some of our influencers from Thailand as well. So we will try to build that up. And as a summary, this is how we make money. So there's two main streams of income, basically our marketing service, and a lot will come from our NFT project, that we are not only doing just one NFT project, but we also introduce more for brands that want to get into Web3, or people who want to build that NFT into Southeast Asia. We also do that as well. So we hope that with all of this, BitArcade will be the person, the community that bridge the NFT, Web3, and gaming community together in an APAC level, and hopefully we extend that to the world as well. So right now, we are in our pre-seed round. Our ask is 150K at 1.5 million USD valuation, so that will be 10%. And those will be used to mostly scale our team and also set up all the operations in our 4 countries officially as well. So with that, thank you for your time, and you can also connect with me. Here are the details, and also on LinkedIn. Our team is very active on LinkedIn as well. So thank you for your time, and ABGA for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, BitArcade, and thank you, Bank. Thank you for your excellent presentations. And yes, let's welcome next themes. The next, we will have Komoverse. Komoverse is one of the leading blockchain gaming platform globally, and Komoverse allows game developers to do what they do best, create exciting games without having to worry about other non-core attributes of game development. Liu from Komoverse will be presenting with Henry Humley, CEO of Komoverse. Let's welcome Liu and Henry to let them tell us more about the projects. Hi, Liu. Are you here? Okay, Komoverse. Wait a second. Okay, maybe or some delays. We should put forward the 10th projects to the 9th to change the orders. So are the BitArts exchange people here? Okay, I see Roger here. So I don't know that if Rogers can do the speakers for substance exchanges. Oh, yes, sure. So let's welcome the substance exchange. Let me briefly introduce the Roger and his substance exchanges. Substance exchanges is a decentralized derivative trading platforms determined to provide users with the best aggregated trading experience or sport leverage and unique simple options through simultaneous heterogeneous DeFi aggregations technologies. And I will pass my microphone to Roger, founder CEO of Substance Exchanges. Hi, Roger. Can you speak?
Hi, I can speak now. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, clear and loud. So can you share your screen?
Sure. I will start sharing my screen.
Yes.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, I can see.
So I can start it right now, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So thank you, everybody. my name is Roger. I'm the founder of CEO of Substance Exchange. So basically what we are doing is we are trying to bring centralized exchange and customer service and experience to a decentralized platform. So we bring all the customer service and the product from a centralized exchange to Arbitrum layer 2 to give our users a better experience, a better trading experience. So how are we gonna do that? Just give me a brief moment. So most people know that there's some top tier centralized exchange, right? Like Binance, like OKX. They sure has much more volume than a decentralized platform like GMX and DYDX. But most people don't know is like even a mid-tier centralized exchange still has way more users, way more daily active users than a top-level, top-notch decentralized exchange. Let's use GMX as an example. I used to work in a centralized exchange which ranked top 30 in the CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. And I have some internal data to share with us. So, for example, we have more than 4 million total users on our centralized exchange. But however, on GMX, the total user registers only have 250,000, which is 240,000 users. We have a way more users than a top tier decentralized exchange. So how about daily users, daily new users? How about the growth, right? How many new users GMX capture every single day compared to us? Well, compared to us, we used to have more than 900 daily new users every single day. However, on GMX, they only have 645. So how about daily active users, which we use daily total users? So we have more than 5,000 daily active users in a bear market. However, GMX only have half of that, has 2,600 users every single day, active users every single day. So what we are trying to say is that is lots of people asking us, Substance Exchange, how are you going to take users from GMX? How do you compete with DYDX? What we are trying to tell our audience, our investors, our customers is that we are not here to compete with a decentralized platform. We are here to make the cake larger. We are here to bring the users from the centralized exchange who is seeking a secured platform who can trade freely, but also have the user experience as a centralized exchange. So we are not actually taking users from other centralized exchange. We are making the cake bigger so everybody can have a bigger slice. So you may ask, how are we gonna do that? How we can bring the centralized trading experience to a decentralized world? First of all, on our product side, we have a complete product matrix. So whenever you log into a centralized exchange, you can have all of those functions like options, like temperature swap, like ETF, like spot swap. But however, on a decentralized exchange, you most of the time, most case scenario, you can only trade on single functions. Like you can only trade temperature on the GMX. You can only trade spot on the Uniswap. You can only trade options on the Hedgehog. However, we bring the complete product matrix from a centralized exchange to a decentralized platform. So on Substance Exchange, not only you can trade perpetual swap, which we support up to more than 100 times leverage, we also have option sections which you can choose simplified options of Ethereum and Bitcoin, and also you can trade with spot sections, which you can swap your USD to the BTC or swap the BTC to Ethereum. So how does this design benefits our users? So for example, if you are an LP, there are some more ways traders can trade. That means more capital utilizations, which leads to more yields for the LPs, since more percentage of their funds can be borrowed out to trade options, to trade perpetual, and to trade spot. And for the user's perspective, we make one entirely unified liquidity pool. So we don't have one liquidity pool for the perpetual swap, one liquidity pool for the options, and one liquidity pools for the spot. We have the one total liquidity pool for all the functions supported on the platform. So for the traders, that means more positions can be opens, right? If you are trading on perpetual swap, you can use the entire liquidity of the pool to be borrowed out to open positions. That means more open interest, at which generates more transaction value to benefit both the traders and the LPs. But that's not all about. That's not what substance exchange is all about. For example, this is what I previously said is just the innovations on the product side, right? So only the innovation on the product side is not enough to compete with our competitors who compete with those mid-tier centralized exchange to compete with GMX and DYDX. But so what we are doing is we are bringing centralized exchange user experience, customer service, and CRM system to a decentralized platform. So how are we gonna do that? First of all, when a user first log into the Substance Exchange, they will have a Web2 login options, which they can use their cell phone numbers, their email address, their Google account to log into our platform. And once you log into our platform, we will collect all the data from your on-chain data history. If you are a customer with a lot of funds in your wallet, we will give you a higher tier VIP levels for you to have less transaction fees, for you to have larger position size when you open up BTC long positions, and for you to have more commission fees in the futures. So if you are a trader who used to trade on GMX and you have like 0.2% of transaction fees, we're gonna match that as well because you come from our competitors. They offer 0.2% transaction fees. We're gonna make it lower. So we will match you with the VIP level that actually give you lower transaction fee compared to our competitors. So if you are an influencer on Twitter, you have more than 10,000 followers, you have more than 1 million followers on Instagram, and you are a crypto influencer. So we will give you the VIP service that give you not only the fee discount, but more commission fees from your reference link because you're gonna attract a lot of volume to our Substance Exchange, right? So basically, we bring the whole customer service and VIP service structure from a centralized exchange to a decentralized platform. So all the users, when they join this platform, they can experience a different level of service depending on how much volume you're gonna bring to our platform. And also, we will give you an NFT for each tier you have. For example, you will have a golden NFT if you reach tier 3 or higher. You will have a platinum and diamond NFT when you reach like tier 5 or tier 6. And however, those NFT are totally tradable. So for example, I no longer want to trade on the Substance Exchange. I can exchange my NFT, which is a diamond tier NFT, to my friends for like 5 Ethereum. And for him, when he joins the platform, he already have a diamond VIP NFT. He can have the level 5, level 6 VIP service fee discount, which will take him thousands or millions of US dollar trading volume to get. And he can get it just by my hand. So no matter when I want to quit the platform, I still have value bonding to my account. I will take out all my cashes, but I can still trade my NFT as my privilege on the Substance Exchange. So not only that, so how we can bring why more people trading on the centralized exchange, like not the decentralized exchange? Why Binance has more than 100 million individual users when GMX only have a 250,000? That's because it has lower user barriers when they try to enter this platform. So let make you guys an example. So I can easily teach my mom to trade on OKX, but I can never teach my mom to trade on GMX. Why? Just imagine the process. You have to have a MetaMask account, right? You have to remember that 64 long-ass private key, and you have to sign multiple different signatures to the contracts before you can actually trade on a decentralized platform like Uniswap, like GMX. And all those stuff has to be done in an English environment, and most of the users are not native English speakers. And even one step you make it wrong, you can lose entirety of your wallet's money during that process. So how we can make it easier? So we make our trading experience exactly the same like centralized exchange. You only need your Gmail account, you only need your email, you only need your cell phone number to register to Substance Exchange. And we can service you. We can give you all those notifications when you're about to get liquidized through our emails, through our text message. We will give you all the instructions of how to participate in our latest events. Maybe we will have an airdrop event for all the users who have traded more than 3 days this week, right? We will reach out to you through your email account and through your text message. In this way, we can better communicate with our customer and make our customer to experience our platform much more easier than just a random decentralized exchange like GMX. And during our demo, general users takes less than 16 seconds to register on Substance Exchange and can start trading. And just imagine how much time gonna take for you to register a MetaMask account and try to trade on the GMX or trade on the Uniswap. It takes at least 5 minutes or so, right? So that's how we make it much more simpler for the regular users to trade on Substance Exchange. So about the valuations, we already passed this phrase. We raised more than $2 million US on a 40 million valuation during the first few months of this year. So, and besides that, we are not only raise monies for our equities. This is the interesting part of our fundraising plan. We are not only raising money for our equity, for our tokens, but we also raise money for our liquidity. So you don't have to invest a single penny into Substance Exchange token. But if you lock your liquidity on the Substance Exchange LP pool, we will give you a soft agreement to give you a certain amount of the Substance platform token, which is SEX token, depending on how much money you're gonna lock and how long of the time you're gonna lock. So during this process, we still have more than I think we still have like 30 days to 40 days before we officially launch on the arbitrage. We already nailed about 20 million initial liquidity on our platform, which we sign in contracts. So, and I have more confidence than when we officially launch, we will have more than 30 million initial liquidity, maybe 40 million if we actually enter in the early stage of a bull market. So how do we compare with our competitors? GMX takes 30 days to reach 30 million liquidities, and GNS take 46 days, and Uniswap version 2 takes more than 100 days. Just imagine us, Substance Exchange, the first day we launch, we will have 30 million liquidity locked into the pool, and trader can trade freely and trade with more than 30 million open interest on the first day of Substance Exchange launching day. That sounds interesting, right? So that's what we are doing in the fundraising part to make this fundraising process very interesting and very appeal to not only the LP, but the trader as well. About our tokenomics, right? Since we finish our fundraising rounds and we raise that much liquidity initially, why our tokenomics attract our investor not only invest their liquidity, but also money into our platform, into our future, because we have a really aggressive tokenomics. So all the fees collected on the platform, let's say the transaction fees, let's say the execution phase, all the fees generated for the platform, we will cut down the operational costs. The operational cost will be the gas fee executed by the contracts. The operational cost will be the marketing fee we will be used to airdrop. But beside all the operational costs, the rest of the money, entirety of the rest of the profits, 100% of the rest of the profit will be used to buy back SEX token. So why does this makes it very interesting? It's because I have two goals for the tokenomics. First of all, I don't want this to be very complicated. You have to stake here to have ESX, and you have to stake ESX to get more SEX bonus. We just want to be plain and simple. So all the profits will be used to repurchase SEX token. It's very similar design as BNB. However, BNB only use 20 to 30% of their quarterly profits to buy back their token. We use 100% of our profits to buy back the token. And also, BNB will be used on the BSA chain's native token to burn from the gas fee. We will have our own chain built on Cosmos later this year as well. And 6 token will be the native token of that chain as well. So we have the entirety of the BNB's tokenomics design. However, we did it much more aggressively than BNB. And BNB's price come from their ICO price of $0.15 to right now more than $200. I hope, like, based on this tokenomics, we can create the miracle once again. So what's our plan in the future? So to most people, the most appealing stuff we're gonna have is we are launching a testnet in the next 2 weeks on the Arbitrum's Goerli network, which is the Arbitrum's testnet. And during the Arbitrum Goerli testnet period, as the officially launching period, we will have 2 events. The 2 events combined, we will have a really huge airdrop event. So everybody who has time in the next few weeks, be with us, bear with us, okay? Follow what we are doing in the next 2 or 3 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks. And I can guarantee you in the USD value of the total token drops, I will not tell you how many tokens it's gonna drop because that makes no sense, right? Because if you have a billion token or 20 billion token, airdrop like 2 million token does not mean anything. In the US dollar, based on the 40 million valuations, the USD dollar value of the token we airdrop will be the largest one in the Arbitrum's history. So will be the largest airdrop besides the ARB airdrop because that's the Arbitrum's native token, right? Besides the ARB Arbitrum, it will be the largest in terms of USD volume in the Arbitrum testnet and mainnet history. So it will be more than several million dollars worth of the token will be airdrops. So bear with us. We will make this events very exciting and very appealing and try to attract as much volume as possible. So basically, that's what Substance Exchange is all about, and that's what we are planning in the future. Anybody who is interested in participating to become a liquidity provider of Substance Exchange can always reach out to us to our official Twitter. And thank you, and thank you, ABGA. That's all for what I want to share today. And thank you, guys.
Thank you, Roger, and thank you, Substance Exchange. You have a nice presentations. And yes, for time flies, we are going to have our final teams. The final teams will be the Komoverse. As I have described before, let me describe it again now. Yes, Komoverse is one of the leading blockchain gaming platforms globally. Komoverse allows game developers to do what they do best, creating exciting games without having to worry about other non-core attributed or game development. Leo from Komoverse will be presenting with Henry Helium's CEO of Komoverse. Let's welcome Leo and Henry to tell us more about the projects. Hi, Leo and Henry. Yes, let me give you the microphone. Wait a minute.
Okay, can you guys hear?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay, so my colleague David will share the screen.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, so basically this is our pitch deck.
Yes, I can see. You can
Yeah,
start it right now.
next. Yeah, so on our project, Komoverse, we have developed 2 in-house games right now. One is an auto chess game, so an auto battler game. So if you guys have heard like Teamfight Tactics, Dota Underlords, or Magic Chess, we have developed in-house games similar to them. And then next. Yes, so in this picture, there's Dylan on the left, and then there's me on the right, and also Pak Toto Sugiri on the middle. So we call him like the Bill Gates of Indonesia. So he owns like one of the largest data center in Indonesia. So if you guys have used like AWS, Microsoft Azure, those kind of cloud hosting, cloud servers, so he have one of the largest basically data center here in Indonesia. Okay, next. So what we do in Komoverse is we bridge gamers and players. So in our system, we develop in our Komo Hub, we integrate like a payment system, so users can deposit via fiat and crypto. So there's an on-ramp and off-ramp payment solutions here in Indonesia and also globally. And also we have developed our own semi-custodial wallet for users' account. So basically, Web2 users want to store like their NFTs. They can store it using this semi-custodial wallet to store their NFTs. So the onboarding basically for users, for Web2 users, is easier to Web3. Okay, next. So this is like the infrastructure that we have integrated. So we have like Dana, GoPay, and then we have also integrated like PayPal, and also using Sendit and everything. Next. Okay, next. We can just skip. Next. Okay, so this is sample of our products from the phone. So here you can see there's a QR for people to deposit. So every account has their own dynamic QR to deposit crypto and fiat. And then there's also our game. We also develop a marketplace. And we have different types of NFT collections. Okay, next. So this is a sample on our game hub, which is currently in the dev environment, and will go live in the following month. Next. This is a different type of products. Next. Yeah, this is basically the integrated payment system here in Indonesia. So here is a bit of our PvP gameplay. So we can show the trailer. YouTube, yeah. So if you guys want to see trailer, yeah. Ke YouTube aja kali. Untuk mobile, oh yeah, maybe phone. Komoverse. So here's a bit of our trailer if you guys it's loading. Oke, buka file kecil ya. Ini gameplay bukan trailer. Okay. Yeah, so we'll share the trailer and the deck after this. So there's technical issues on the video. So here's our business model. So how we do is we give subscription fee and also a marketplace fee. And then we also take a transaction volume on the 2% withdrawal fee. Next. So yeah, here is the user base here in Indonesia. So the middle class and internet users are growing basically in Indonesia. So we have one of the largest Web3 user base. Like if you guys have read the news regarding our Indonesian government regulation, the Indonesian regulators have already listed out like around 500 tokens of commodity tokens that can be traded in Indonesia. And basically the whole Web3 global crypto space have been looking at Indonesia because our government. Yeah, so basically our government in Indonesia is like crypto friendly here in Indonesia. So the whole Web3 space is looking at the Indonesian market. Next. Next, yeah. So the market size of gaming in Indonesia, we expect from 2017 is around 420 million. And then we expect around 1.5 billion in 2027. The growth rate is around 13.7% on average between these years. Next. So the China market size is right now around 29 billion and Korea is around 13.5 billion. So in Indonesia, it's still 1.6 billion. So we're still expecting a lot of growth rate here in Indonesia in terms of market size and also capital deployed. So right now, the capital deployed in Indonesia is still small, but we're growing our companies and the number of talents here. Next. So here's the competitive landscape. So how we view it is we want to make sure we integrate Web2 users and also Web3 users in the one platform. So the onboarding between Web2 users and Web3 gamers is easier. Next. Okay, next. Yeah, so right now we are fundraising basically $2 million for 10 million valuation. And right now we are in a seed round. So both the fundraising is both equity and tokens. So what we're going to use this funding for is basically mostly for marketing and a listing. So mostly centralized listing, they require expensive fees, right, for listing. So we require this 2 million basically to deploy for marketing and for listing fees in exchanges. So the fees for like the development for the games and the products, mostly we have covered it with angel investors and ourselves bootstrapping. So right now we're just fundraising 2 million for basically marketing fees and also exchange listing fees. Next. Yep. So we have also partnered with a few of the game developers here in Indonesia. So in Indonesia, we have around 50 to 100 game studios, small to medium to large game studios in Indonesia. And we have partnered with a few of the game studios to integrate games with us. So once we have integrated around 5 to 10 games in Indonesia, we'll partner with more game developers to onboard all of the games to make sure they can transition easily from Web2 games to Web3 game studios. So right now, the path that most of these Web2 game studios take is that they partner with a game publisher, basically a game publisher, Web2 game publisher, publish their game and everything and get the word out there. But mostly on the revenue sharing, it's mostly on the Web2 publisher getting like around 50 to 70% of the revenue. Right now, we are trying to partner with all of the Web2 game publisher and also help them publish in the Web3 space, basically, to get more user base. So yeah. So thank you guys for listening. And if you guys have any questions, we'll answer. And sorry guys for the technical issues earlier. And we'll make sure all of the information and the deck and also the trailers, we'll send it after this meeting. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask.
Yes, today we don't have QA part, but if you have any questions, you can send in your programs in our chat rooms, and I believe that our speakers will give the right answer. And thank you for Henry and your colleagues. Yes, and thank you for your team. Thank you for your presentations, really nice, and thank you for your time. Yes.
Okay, thank you guys for listening. Hope you guys have a good day. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. And yeah. And this all our presentations today. Our startup showcase today comes to an end. And thank you all the speakers today. All of you did a good job. Although for today's ABGA have some problems about our devices, but we will try to better in our next times. And for the futures, ABGA may change the meeting types, and we want to create a better environment for our speakers as well as our projects. Yes, and if you have any advice about this startup showcase, please feel free to contact us. And also, please feel free to contact us if you have any interested part and interested projects. And thank you for all the guests and friends. Thank you for your time. And whether for investment or other forms of partnerships, please do not hesitate to contact anyone from ABGA or just scan code on my background and leave your message on our box, on our message box A5, and our teams will help with the connections. Yes. Startup Showcase will be hosted once a month, and if you are a blockchain gaming NFT or metaverse and would like to participate in our showcase and introduce your projects, please be aware of our official channels. ABGA official, and our startup showcase in June will be open for registration soon. Let's look forward to it. Except for the showcase, ABGA will also host various events in different countries and regions this year. As we can see, we planned September 11 to 12 hackathons and the blockchain summit in Singapore. Please pay attention to our official telegrams or the Twitters, and you have interested in partnering with us. Regarding those events, please feel free to contact our teams as well. And yeah, that's all for the event today. Thank you for joining us, and see you in next month. Okay, and I will share the connecting intention collection link in the group if anyone needed to make the connections. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time. Hope you have a good day.